Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of SASA Archeo Gaming Live, featuring SASA gamers Dr. Kate Minetti, Alexander Vanderwally, David Serrano Lorenz, and Julie Levy, and featuring special guests each week. What is SASA? SASA stands for Save Ancient Studies Alliance. We work to promote the study of the ancient world and engagement with our human deeper past, building a grassroots movement through outreach, collaboration, accessibility, and public scholarship. We work towards our goal of inspiring a wide, inclusive community of scholars, learners, and students. SASA does this through many different projects. We do Archeo Gaming live streams every week. We also have book clubs and partnership streams featuring other ancient studies organizations. We also have an access database with over 1,300 websites, a searchable database of ancient studies resources, ancient studies vocabulary lists on archaeological terms, and we do research on the downward trend and much more. So please check us out. Where can you find SASA? You can search Save Ancient Studies Alliance on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Please make sure to follow and subscribe. It really does make a big difference for us. Some protocol for this live event. Please be kind and respectful. Listen and ask thoughtful questions throughout the event. We love to hear from you in the chat box. Please be patient with technology and those administering it. And these Archeo Gaming live streams are on Twitch, and recordings will be posted on our YouTube channel after the event. And there are definitely spoiler alerts. Last but not least, if you enjoy what you see from SASA, such as our Archeo Gaming book clubs and reading groups, please consider becoming a supporter of SASA with a recurring donation. For as little as $3 a month, you can help us to save ancient studies. You can also subscribe to our Twitch channel for free through your Amazon Prime account. We have information on how to do that on our website. And thank you very much all for joining us. Have fun.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to Save Ancient Studies Archeo Gaming livestream. If you are here in chat, please feel free to say hi. We'd love to have you. I am Julie Levy. I am your Archeo Gaming host for the summer, playing the Forever Labyrinth from Inkle Studios. I'm also SASA's managing director, and I'm helping out with our virtual conference, which is coming up at the end of July, July 21st and 22nd, which is free to the public and will be live streaming right here, as well as on many other platforms. I'll have a more proper advertisement for it later on, but if you are interested in our conference, please check out our conference on the webpage www.saveancientstudies.org/conference. It's going to be really good. Anyway, so this is the Forever Labyrinth from Inkle Studios. It is a web-based game, free to play, in which we are exploring an art/SEO keyword sort of labyrinth. It's really fun, and I haven't figured everything out yet. You can see my stats from the last run here. Each run takes a little bit more than an hour, so I expect to be here a little bit longer than an hour today. We are going to go through and just see what happens. So we know a little bit about how it works, but I don't think we can really spoil anything until we either find the source, shrug, I still don't know what that means, or not. And if you have been joining us along, you will have seen my friend Kiernan on talking about the art history and the question of what is art a couple weeks ago. She will be coming back to visit next week, so that's going to be a good one. But for today, let's get started. Please do let me know if there are any technical issues, of course. I really hope that there aren't. I was having a couple right before I started. But, oh. Well, there's the... No. No, I'm not finished playing. Let me back in. I think I'm going to have to reload. Technical difficulties, I guess. Yeah, it's taking some time to reload, I noticed that. I don't know what that's about. So, I think I was talking through the people on this loading screen here. We've met 4 of them now. So we helped the spy exit the labyrinth. The conquistador wanted some water, but we didn't manage to get anything to him. I don't know what's going on with this. We haven't met this fellow yet. Well, this is the figure, the monster in the labyrinth, who desperately wants to get to the source. We've met Brother Alaric, who worked first as a scribe, which is how he got in here, and then once he entered the labyrinth, he started making wines. Um, he was blind by the time we found him. We returned his book to him, but I didn't think it freed him. And there was this actress, I don't quite remember her name, but she was a just starting actress who wandered into the Labyrinth through magazine, but we did not find her magazine. We found the place where the magazine was, and we have not met either of these two. Okay, I really don't know why this is not working. That is unfortunate. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go looking for this in a new window, and hopefully that will clear the cache out, but maybe not. I might have to close all my windows, which will be exciting. You never know what Opera's going to do when you reopen your windows. Okay, one moment, please. Apologize for the delay. Here it goes. Ah, Opera was deciding to update right when I wanted to play my game. Well, hopefully that worked. I can't tell. Okay, good. I think everything's working now. I'm so sorry if there's anything that's still amiss. But let's get started. Okay. Well, the music is back. So there's got to be a way out of this. We have a new note. Tripping up reaches new heights. Heights, perhaps? I see stairs. I wonder what this is. This looks like a picture, but it could be a painting. My camera's frozen. No! Ah! Thank you for telling me. Let me just tool around a bit. Okay. Is it unfrozen now? It looks like it's unfrozen. Okay. Oh, it's delayed. Oh, that's annoying. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. We'll see if it works itself out, I guess. Otherwise, I might actually have to start the stream over, which would be very annoying. Ah, nuts. Okay, come here, you. What are you up to? Any chance that fixed anything? Oh dear. Well, at least I've learned I was correct that it is a picture. Okay, it's getting closer. Maybe it'll fix itself over time. I'm so sorry. I wish I knew why it was doing that. So let's go with our tripping up reaches new heights. It really just sounds like stairs, which was the same thing again. But the rooms are different every time we go through a loop. So, once again, I've entered the labyrinth and it's a different shape from before. No boats on the horizon. But a note. I met a woman today in a room of doors, a cartographer whose face was painted with blue paint, who drew on animal hide with a brush made of hair. We spoke as equals even though she could not possibly have understood my words. She's mapping this place, but her map is impossible. It's a picture of madness. Ooh. So, a woman with her face painted blue, working with probably a horse hide and or parchment of some other kind. I know what I need to do. I need to find a way to reach the source. That's true, but I don't know how to do that. But anyway, that sounds an awfully lot like somebody from the Celtic Isles, with their face painted with woad. Although you do see blue face paint in the Nordic countries as well as the Celtic. I looked into her eyes as she spoke. She's not mad. Her mind is as sharp and active as mine. She's not a copy. She's real, which means I'm real, and we're both prisoners here. Fascinating. So, I can explore left or right, and I've got one painting I haven't seen before. The Return of Christopher Columbus. Terrible. Colonizer trash. No, but seriously, Christopher Columbus, if you don't know, was an absolutely abhorrent person. He was by no means the first person to think that the world was round. He just thought that it was a lot smaller than it actually is. So he thought he could sail literally all the way around. Nobody in Europe knew about the Americas at the time. And so that's what his deal was, is just everybody else thought it would be throwing money away because nobody would survive that long at sea. He was utterly wrong and utterly convicted about it, and the Spanish took a risk on him. As I recall, it was mainly a political move, and when Columbus got to the Americas, what would become the Americas, he slaughtered and enslaved and, raped and pillaged. He was a monster. He was a monstrous human being. You can go read the history about it. And it's so interesting to me how recently most of mainstream America has become aware of that, if at all. And really, if you're in Spain or Portugal, there's no awareness of that, of colonialism as a negative. It's kind of fascinating. Okay, so I don't have much to go on here, so let's go a direction. Hey, I found some kind of locket or medallion. A simple brass chain with a pendant depicting a leaf. Pretty. Well, no way to go but down or back. Pretty sure I saw leaves somewhere. So there's a room somewhere of leaves, I guess. Yet, I found a room of books. I chose a book and opened it and read the story. What I can remember, I would not be surprised to find it there. I feel more like the idea of a person than a person. Interesting. So we are getting pages from this notebook, and we have up to page 96 of what we're told is 100. And at some point, I kind of just want to go and read in order. Not that there will be much new, but just to kind of see the order of the journey. If there's a way to reach the source here, I need to find it before the figure finds me. So it's down or back again. So down we go. It's cold down here. We found a rock carved with a door. Cool. But, I mean, I like picking stuff up, but I would like some art. There we go. First, a couple of notes. I'm not alone here. I've seen footprints, heard voices in a room of armor, but whoever else is here, they're avoiding me. I can't blame them. I am stomping around and swearing. That seems like a very natural response. I wish to wake up. In a room of sadness, I steeled my courage and pinched my arm. It hurt. I was both grateful and heartbroken. I do not want to be alive in someone else's dream. It does feel rather dreamlike. Oh. These are interesting pictures. Okay, so let's take a look. First we have Night and Sleep. Blooms. There are blooms in this picture that we could follow. I think this is a room of flight. Just guessing. Or cavern of flight. Night and Sleep. So personified as Nox and Hypnos. Classical painting. Oh, this is beautiful. The Queen of Night in a Korean art museum, and she does appear Korean. She's got moth wings and a lantern, so she is both the moth and the light that the moth is drawn to. That's gorgeous. I love it. It doesn't ping anything. Okay, so I am in the Cave of Flight. Yeah. And then a murder of crows around a sheep? Anguish. Oh, the dead lamb. Okay, I get it. I can use this. I have sorrow. Interesting. Well, I kind of want to go to sadness because I like the abstraction of it, but I also would like to follow up on this leaf pendant. Okay, we are in the Glade of Blooms, it appears. Is that an object on the ground? Or no, just decor. That's really interesting. Galileo's spotting scopes. Oh, look how they're decorated. They're engraved all around the outsides and they're painted all around the eye holes. These weren't just tools, they weren't just functional, but they were lovely to look at. They were art in themselves. I, I love that. I love it when important function is paired with beauty. But it looks like we actually have literally nowhere we can go from here. So I guess we'll have to go back. Well, in that case, let's follow up on sadness. Ooh, we have a riddle stone. At least I hope so. Lines this way and that like constellations. I can't make it out. Oh no! Oh. I don't have anything to rub with, but... So many questions. Where am I? How did I get here? Why don't I remember how I came to be here? I remember waking up in a room of spin, but I never fell asleep. I am certain of one thing. Someone has done this to me. Fascinating. The roots of the sad tree. There are roots here. And the other picture that is here are precious things we left behind. This looks very contemporary. I want to know more about it. Gina Sinazic, 2003. In 1956, her husband and two children fled communist Croatia for political asylum in Italy. I probably shouldn't fly my colors this much, but it always makes me a little bit leery when somebody said that they had to flee a communist revolution. Because what does that mean that they were doing? They were probably quite rich and not doing anything with it to help. But that doesn't mean that everybody involved is guilty, and it doesn't mean that every communist revolution is only going to target people in power. But it does say something about me that my first instinct is, well, what did you do? Probably nothing. Probably nothing. So we've had pretty good luck going down, so I'm going to keep going down. I need to find a way out of this place. I at least need to rescue myself. We're in an empty corridor. And it is truly empty. There's nothing in here we can interact with except to keep going. I lost my friend. She told me she wished to trace a path she was sure would join back up to where we were. We argued and then she set off to prove it. I was too tired to follow, but I shouldn't have let her go. Now I'm alone and more alone for having known friendship. So we have our Queen of Night again. Self-portrait. Interesting. With a motorcycle or helmet in front of it. Joseph Onanubi, born in 1994, is a Lagos-based multimedia artist. The background in advertising and graphic design. S- I wonder what this writing is, whether it's complete or not. I think that there's something really to this, that we are our transit, especially in context of a labyrinth. Oh, faces. A lack of faces, at least. And we have Soir Bleu. Oh, I finally found lanterns. So this could take me to faces again. I want to know more about this painting. This is another Edward Hopper. Okay. I wonder if it will tell me anything about... No, not a darn thing. But I'm fascinated by this clown. Oh, so I really only have faces or back or out. So let's try faces. It's a wasteland out here in the plane of faces. Oh, we have our friend, a very early stone figurine. Wonder if it used to have eyes. Yes, it did. This is a cycladic figure. You find them all around the Cycladic Islands, in the Bronze Age. This is, sort of pre-Greek. Is usually how we think of this, as like Minoan, Mycenaean, something around there. The Sea Peoples, of which there were various. Yeah, I wonder how well we can see that. You can see one eye here, so yes, it did and does have eyes. You get a lot of different proto-female figures. Oh, that is very fun. Yes, let me back up because I saw a piece of paper on the ground. This damn book! The pages are running out and there are only a handful left. Perhaps I should try to write more succinctly and only record what needs to be here. After all, who will read this? Goats! Goats will read it. I'm a goat, apparently. But in the labyrinth, so I guess I should be a bull. Ah, and here's Professor Sheldrake's hat. I have found this before. There's something underneath it this time. What is it? A blank page or... Oh, a blank page. Okay. So I have places to explore. I suppose I will try one. Oh no! No way back. Thanks, Fane Abyssal. I mean, she's really got my goat here. Uh-oh, it's origami. You have questions, I will wait for you on the helipad of telescopes. I don't have questions for you, actually. You've pretty much answered my questions as much as you're going to. Come on. Gotta keep moving. It's just the same screen. The sunlight isn't real. It must be lamps up there. Oh, wow. Oh, what's this? This is new. Charcoal? Oh, if I could find my way back. Oh, where was that? I think I was in the Room of Sadness? Maybe I can do this. Okay, what can I remember? Okay, I want sadness. I don't know about armor? Something's happening! Oh, this looks... Oh. A night at the crossroads at the State Russian Museum. Oh, I want to see this closer. No, show me the thing. 1882. I was hoping I could read the gravestone, but it's a little bit too small for me. It does appear to be in Cyrillic, maybe? Maybe. It also kind of looks like it's in Hebrew in places, so... But then Cyrillic has some Hebrew influence in it. Cyrillic, the Russian alphabet, essentially. The Slavic alphabet. I don't know what else it's used for. I know it's also used for Ukrainian and Mongolian, of all things. Oh, I was trying to head to sadness, so let's go there. Cyrillic was more or less devised by... There it is, the tree stump. Come on. Yes. Yes. Make a rubbing. A pattern of a turban. Why would someone carve this on a tree stump? I don't know, but I'm excited about it. Okay, well that was cool. So... Okay, now I'm in the armored attic. Oh, yes. So Cyrillic was invented / imposed by a monk named Cyril, and I believe there was another person involved, sort of taming Russian writing down to more familiar characters. There is a writing system called Old Slavonic or Old Church Slavonic, and I don't know a ton about it, but I'm really interested in it. I'm really interested in all languages, this is no surprise. By the way, I started taking Arabic again today, and my Arabic is incredibly rusty, so it'll be fun. But yeah, language classes are out there, no matter where you are in life, and they are a great boon to me. I'm writing in a room of brushes. The cut on my arm is throbbing badly. I'm certain someone is watching me. No. Cyril. I apologize if my congestion made that pronunciation sound odd. Oh, you mean Cyril. Yeah, I usually hear it as Cyril when it's a name, and then Cyrillic as the alphabet, the adjectival form of the name. I guess I don't know. I usually hear people say Saint Cyril. But anyways, Cyrillic is mostly composed of Greek-ish characters with a few extras thrown in. Sometimes they are Hebrew-like characters, sometimes they are mirrored characters, sometimes they are derived from the Slavonic. So it's really interesting. Okay, so we have 2 paintings in here. We have, Columbus again. Oh, Right, turbans. That's a possibility. And what is this one? Koboto Santaro. Oh, a Japanese a set of Japanese armor complete with face mask. It's meant to make them look a little bit like oni or demons. Oh, so you do have the name Cyril. I don't know who we is, but I believe you that some places pronounce it that way. Okay, so we have our flying. Oh, it's pronounced Cyril in England. Interesting. Yeah, in the U.S. I've usually heard Cyril, but I also don't hear it much, so it might just be a corruption. What else have we got in here? The abduction of Europa. Oh, whose Europa is this? This is a Rembrandt. Oh, I should have known. It's all dark around the edges, except Rembrandt is very characteristic in his use of darkness in his paintings. Um, but the story of Europa, she was a princess in. Oh, now I'm forgetting. Was she on Crete? I want to say she was from Crete. And here it, of course, doesn't say. Um, from Tyre. Yeah, yes. Greek Kyrillis, Kuriel, um, is that's definitely the origin of the name. Um, but modern pronunciations, they take many forms. It's very fun. Um, so the story here is that Zeus fell for Europa, a princess of Tyre, I guess in Phoenicia, in the Middle East. And he came down in the form of a beautiful white bull and enticed her to climb upon his back and then ran into the ocean and swam all the way to Europe. And they don't talk about what happened after. That is supposedly how Europe got its name, according to Greek mythology. And here we have Galileo again, demonstrating the new astronomical theories at the University of Padua. I wonder who painted this. Felix Para. I don't know Felix Para. But not getting a ton of direction here. And there's no exploration. So we can go to the Glade of Blooms, which was not very useful, the Flying Cave, which was not super useful. This one again. Can go to the Armored Attic, but we're not going to get very far. There's the Stepped Cove, where it was only one of two. Really not getting a lot of direction here, huh? Well, I guess we'll head to the Flying Cave. See if we can find anything different. I know what I should do. I should descend. Aha! More pages! I grow more fearful. The mapmaker has taken to whittling sticks with a blade she keeps hidden under her cloak. She doesn't think I should know about it, but I do. I've not come back to the room of birds where I hid what I hid. When we were in the room of birds, we found... Well, let's see if something is still hidden there, but we found a briefcase. Oof. Okay, the book said something was hidden here. We'll see what we see. We walked together, spoke a little. It seems she remembers more than I do, but she does not want to tell me, and I cannot force it out of her. It explains one thing to me. We were friends the moment we met because we were already friends. We have been together in this place for some time. That's intriguing. There's something behind this. The head of the key is stamped with a leaf. I've seen that stamp before. It's from the pendant. Excellent. But confusing. Looks like a kid's crime movie. A peacock killing a tiger, which is killing elephants? What is this about? There are almost no details except that it's from India, from this art school. A lot of doors here to choose among. We've been going down a lot today. Let's keep going. Uh-oh. Writing on the wall. The figure lies. Yes. Another page. Who's there? Why won't you come out? I thought I heard a reply, but it was only the echo of my voice. I held back. Will I find myself wandering the halls in another room? Does time even pass when the sun in the sky never moves? So we have but one picture. Pear tree. I bet... Oh! Good. Let's go find leaves. A person! It's the child! An urchin who wasn't doing nothing. Can't say I was. Sorry, my Cockney is probably as terrible as anything else. Alright, scared. You should be scared if my uncle was here. He's not, though. No, he's not. I like this room. I like a leaf, you see. What's your name? Esmeralda. That's a beautiful name. What do you make of this place? It smells funny, like them flowers that look pretty but are made of cloth. They don't smell right. That's true. Yeah, it is. It's a simulation of some kind. Didn't say you did. Didn't steal, didn't touch. You sound like you did steal something. You didn't, I swear. My heavens, just don't look at me decide that, don't-y? Don't ya? I don't know. I'm not judging. I wasn't doing anything wrong. And someone has walloped me on the head. Must have done then I was here. You glad? Yeah, I thought it was going to be one of them murder victims you hear about. Are you safe now? Always safe, I hide. I want to see if I can give you the sauce. Oh, I can. What were you looking at when you got walloped? A dress? That's enough. Okay. Why so? We're a team now, ain't we? Sure. I don't mind you coming along. Ooh, what's this? Can we use our key on it? Wanted on voyage. Okay. But also, well, let's see about that. We could open it up. Why don't you take it and open it up? Saw it in the window. I just went to look. I couldn't have touched it. It wasn't even in the shop. Beads and the stitching in the middle had a storm cloud, like something from a fairy tale. Okay. Are you gonna drag this trunk with us? Uh, oh no! Oh, okay. I thought for a second I saw the slashes through that painting and I was like, how are we already down to two? But they're just trees. Okay, so we could go to trees, hops pickers. That's very pretty. This person is dressed in a way that suggests it's maybe colonial. Check that out. That's the little four hat, but it doesn't take us anywhere. And then we've got that again. Yeah, I think we could go here. I wonder if the trunk belongs to the actress. I bet it does. Wait, she didn't come with? I thought she was going to come with. Okay, fine. Are you still here? Who doesn't know where they are? So where are we, huh? We're in a cellar. We are not in London. Who makes a house for fish? What's your sister's name? I don't know why it matters. Oh, the fish one. There is, in fact, something strange about this place. Okay, now you're gonna come with me. But first, we're gonna go down. We found another note. These pages I write on, what good fortune to have blank paper and a pen to write with, but when I hold the paper up to the light, I can see the scratches of older marks. Someone has written here before and scraped the ink away and written again. How many times? That is called a palimpsest. A reused piece of parchment or paper like that. She can't read it. That's interesting. Do you have anything to say about it? Nothing to say about the... She just fell out of my head, you know, the way addresses do, and knots. ADHD feelings, yes. Oh, you've left the trunk behind. Hardly matters. It's locked, and I don't think she's coming back for it. Nope. That's not surprising. Yes, we should be leaving. Okay, so what have we got? We've got the fall of Tequendama near Bogota. That's beautiful. Got nothing to do with it. What am I looking at? Nothing in particular. Scenes of music, dance, and acrobatics. Oh, I think we can get to turbans from here. I am intrigued by turbans. Okay. Coming with me, right? Ah, it worked. Oh no, the countdown has started. We're at 5. We've only got 4 moves left. Hey! It's somebody new. The prince. A young man leaps up as I enter, but then sighs deeply. No, you are not her. Not who? My beloved. She keeps me waiting in like a mouse under the full moon. and carved the symbol into a stump. It is a nice hat, isn't it, MJ? You think me hopelessly waiting. She carved it for me, to tell me where we might meet. What's your name? Shihabuddin Muhammad Kuram, and I'm honored to meet you. Kuram. Kuram. I don't recognize that, but awesome. It is a secret place, a hidden place, many doors in and few doors out. I confess I would prefer it the other way around, but love is ever guided by fate. Well, aren't you a fascinating critter? What is this? A beautiful telescope. It's very blurry, can't see much at all. One of the lenses is gone. Stolen. It's a finely fashioned glass, beautifully set. It's a jewel, if not a gem. Labyrinth moment. Yes. Well, that is where we are. Your telescope is broken. Hope to find the eyepiece and repair it. Ooh. Well, now I know what he needs. In space! Yeah, I don't think so. Have a great interest in the heavens. Yes, I thought you might. The movements of the sun fascinates me. Like a great clock hung above us in the sky. I guess there's not much to talk about with you. Oh. I saw the symbol. I followed it. I wondered what it meant. Now you know it was not for you. That's true. Well, there's my urchin friend. What do I see? I see a performer of magic standing on swords. It's a poster. Oh, so it's an advertisement for a magic show. Interesting. I wonder what the date is. And how about you? Oriental woman. Yeah, sure. It's a very Slavic looking woman by a very Slavic sounding painter. But I guess she's wearing sort of a Turkish style garb. An Ottoman dignitary. Very interesting. A ladder of swords can't possibly be OSHA certified. That is true. So you didn't give me anything, did you? Eyebrows. I have no reason to go to eyebrows, but I have no reason not to. Locks? Easy as dancin'. We're near the sea, I can smell it. I love the sea, I do. You and me both. You and me both. This place, this labyrinth, is a place of stolen things, and the doors are closed, if there are even doors. But worse, I saw the overseer's face when the knife struck the painting and it fell apart. I saw surprise. She had not expected it. I saw hunger, and I saw joy. One of them pages, like what I couldn't read. That's true. Oh, some old guy's face. Portrait of an 80-year-old man. Must have lost things in that beard all the time. Not false. Not false. What else do we have here? Free Japan essay, another of the life photographs. There are a series of them in here. It's always interesting when I see the same things over, given the size of the collection. So there's not much to do here directly. There's a lot of exploration. We've been going down as much as possible today. Don't know why, I just have chosen it. Wonder what you do if you get hungry here. I guess you just hope you luck out on a room you can go fishing in. Yeah, they've actually mentioned that you don't get hungry, thirsty, or tired in here. More evidence for the simulation-ness of it. Ooh, Riddlestone. I don't know about all these paintings. Why have so many paintings and have them all outside? It makes no sense. Yes, it's because we are not in a real place. Something written on the slab. Born when belted, blown, or beat. Living to shake and shuffle feet. It's music. It sounds like jibber jabber to me. Well, let's see. There's only one painting here. Music. Uh-oh. If I hadn't been born in London, I would have been a dryad. Not much call for dryads in Southwark. I don't know how you actually pronounce that out loud. Not feeling the need to eat or sleep or anything seems nice on paper, but I think I miss eating a nice spaghetti even when I didn't feel hungry. Yes, me too. What's this? It's the dress! Hey, hey, hey! Can I get you out of here? Southwark. Thank you, Fane Abyssal. I couldn't. I couldn't. I'd love to. See the beating on it, like a storm cloud. Take it. No, can't, can I? Person like me in a dress like that. Everyone'd think I'm getting married. Can't do it. Won't. Okay. Yes, I live in Massachusetts, and there are a lot of things like that here too, but some of them aren't, and so I'm like, I'm hesitant to guess. Get me out of here, I wish to crave the barbecue. Ha ha ha. Okay, so we've got some exploring. It's the Muppets! What am I looking at? I'm looking at Kermit. What are you looking at? But apparently that won't take me anywhere. This will just take me back where I was. Right? Yeah. The drop of eyebrows. So, probably our last move. Let's find out. Oh, yep, there she is. There's no more time. This place is collapsing. The source. I don't know where it is. We have this conversation every time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, to traverse the labyrinth with Miss Piggy. Hmm. No, no, you really need is Gonzo. Oh, Gonzo'd be great at this. And there it goes again. Poor urchin. It appears we did not save her, even though we brought her her dress. Well, thank you so much for coming with me on this journey through the labyrinth. We will be back same time next week, hopefully with my friend Kiernan to come along and tell us even more about art history and the nature of art. I am very excited for it, and I hope you will be too. Like I said, if you are at all interested in this kind of stuff, I highly recommend coming to. Oh, yes, I die at the end of every run. The same way, in fact. And maybe someday I'll actually make it to the source. But I suppose the source is probably Sheldrake's room in some sense. In any case, if you are interested in this kind of stuff, in Archeo gaming and people chatting about the history of things that are fun in pop culture, highly recommend, cannot recommend enough. The conference that we are going to be running late in July, July 21st and 22nd, it is free. It is all online. It will be streaming right here, also on YouTube, also directly through our website, and through many streaming companions. So, your choice of venues. It will also be recorded and will be available afterwards, as will this video. Um, you can go register from our website for the conference. It is going to be a grand time. Our theme this year is representations of the past, ancient, and modern. We're going to do a special session on Archeo gaming, which is what we do here. And I think y'all will have a great time. So thank you for coming along, and I'll see you next time.